Hello, everyone. Welcome to Creative Creatures. Crafters. Brought to you by the Perry County Public Library and me, Miss Jessie Chandler, the Children's Youth Services Librarian. So, this month is the month of October, and what do we have during October? We have Halloween and trick or treat. And although things may be a little different this year, we're still going to have a lot of fun. Today's craft is brought to you by SmashedPeasAndCarrots.com, and what they are is Halloween party poppers. I like this one. I like my Frankenstein. Ooh. Also like my pumpkin. I thought that was kind of cute. But this is a really simple craft. It's really fun. You can stuff it with whatever you want to. I made mine into tricks instead of treats. That was just because I already had my treat bags made, and I put glitter inside of mine. But you can put anything that you want. You can put candy in there. You could put like little fake spiders in there, bats. You could put nasty tasting candy, bleh, like the Birdie Bites every flavor bean that tastes like earwax. Ew. It's whatever you want to put inside of them. Supplies needed. You are going to need some craft rolls, which Miss Jessie has right here. And I'll show you. And if you don't have to have craft rolls, these are just toilet paper rolls. You can take the rolls from a paper towel, cut them into about 4-inch long segment. And this is what we have. We have this. Different colored cardstocks or construction paper or just regular paper if it's a color. Tissue paper. I've got all kinds of tissue paper. This is really economical. It's pretty cheap to buy. You can buy them just about anywhere. Twine, ribbon, yard. You can use a pipe cleaner. I used a pipe cleaner on these because I like that. I had some pipe cleaners, so I used that. But it's anything that you can tie the end with. Googly eyes if you have them. If not, you can do what I did with my pumpkin one and just cut out with your different color construction paper and make the eyes, the mouth. Or if you've got markers, we'll need scissors. And remember, when we have scissors, we use them with adult supervision and safety first. In any embellishments that you want to use. And like I said, any candy, tricks, or treats that you put in there, we want glue. I'm using a glue stick. That does work. Sometimes you do have to layer it on there, and it may slow you down a little bit. You can use tape. You can use glue dots. You can use a tape runner. It's whatever you have on hand. So, are we ready to get started? Step 1. We are going to cut a piece of tissue about the size of a piece of paper, which is about 11 inches by 8 inches. So we've got our tissue paper, and I folded this out. So that's about the size that I want. So I'm going to take my scissors, and I'm going to cut my paper. And it's about the size of a regular sheet of paper. And you can do this in all kinds of different colors. You can make different types of monsters or ghouls. But here we go. I made a rectangle. So this is what we want. And mine is not quite even. That's fine. I'm going to even mine up just a little bit. So we've got that. About 11 by 8. A little bit more, a little bit less. Now we are going to lay our tube horizontal, and we want about 3 inches on both sides because that's where our twist is going to come from at each end. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay them flat. I'm going to take my tube, and I'm going to rub some glue on there. This is the purple kind, so you can see it dries clear. I'm really putting the glue on there. Now you don't have to put it all over, because what we're going to do is we're going to put this at the edge of our paper. Just like that. And then we are going to roll it up. And I'm not going to apply another layer of glue until I get to the end. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to, first I'm going to roll up some more glue, and then I'm going to put it through here. Now I'm going to lay it down. But if you're using like liquid glue, it might take it a little bit to dry. So just give it a second. You don't have to put a whole lot of glue. But here we go. Our next step is step 3, and that is cutting our construction paper. So what we're going to do is we are going to measure and cut our construction paper to cover our craft tube. And what I did is I folded it in half, where it looks like a rectangle. And then where I folded it at, I cut it. Whoop, I missed the spot. And now I have this. And this is about 4 inches wide. You make it about 4 inches wide. Whoops, sorry about that. And about 8 inches tall. So if you need to trim it down a little bit, you go right ahead and trim it down. And we're going to do this just like we did the tissue paper. So on this though, I'm going to put the glue directly on the paper since we've already got the other one covered up with the tissue paper. And I'm doing purple because I'm going to make a cool looking bat. Mine's a different color, that bat. Normally, bats are brown, black, there's white bats. Well, I'm doing a purple and a blue bat. So I'm going to do like this, and then I am going to roll it up. And don't worry if you get off track. You can always re-roll it, just like what I did. And then when I get to the end, I'll make sure it's good and tight. And I've got that lip, and I am going to glue it down. We've got that glued down. Look at that. You can see on each end, about 3.5, 4 inches on each end. Just about like in the middle. And that's what it looks like so far. Step 4 is our stuffings. Now, like I said, I'm doing tricks on mine. So I'm putting glitter in mine because Miss Jessie loves to put glitter everywhere. So I'm going to grab a pop cleaner because that's what I had on hand. I can keep these. And I'm going to fold it and cut it in half. And what we're going to do is we're only going to close one end at first. So we're going to grab an end, and I'm going to grab it, and then I'm going to twist it, kind of like what you do with your bread, and tie this around like a bread tie. So we're going to tie it, and we're going to twist, or if you want to keep wrapping it, you can keep wrapping it. And if you want to trim off the other little ends, if you don't want to show these, we can cut those off. So we have one end that is tied, and then we fluff it. The other end, we leave that open because we want to stuff it with things, like I said, candy, like stickers, glitter, because Miss Jessie likes glitter. And once we do that, we can twist the other end and then tie it with our other piece. We're just going to twist, twist, twist. And I'm trimming mine down. You don't have to. And if you want to use string or whatever to do that, you most certainly can. So there we go. This is what it looks like. Now is the time to make them spooky, because we want Halloween party poppers. And we want them to be spooky because, it's Halloween. So you could make Frankenstein's creature, vampires, bats, mummies, werewolves, pumpkins. I made a jack-o'-lantern, ghosts, and more. It's however you want to make them. But like for this, I'm going to put a couple of eyes on here, and then I'll cut out with some white paper to make fangs for my vampire. Well, for my vampire bats. And then we will have this party popper ready to go to give to people, to play with. It's however you want to do it. If you just like the look of them, you don't even have to stuff them. You could just make them and then put them up and be like, look how cute these are. Thanks for watching, everyone, and have a happy Halloween.